guys, it's Katie here again from Creativa, back to do another video in the Esencia 4-page album that we've been making. So this is it. I haven't done any embellishing yet. We've done 3 pages so far. So this is our first page, our second page which flips open, and then our third page, and we have this little deconstructed envelope here that flips out. And it also opens up here, but we won't do that now. So today we're going to do this page. So I'll pop this to the side somewhere. Got so much stuff around me. So I'm using the Esencia SVG files. These SVG files are scalable vector graphic files, and you can use those on electronic cutting machines, and I've done a whole intro video, so I won't go into it here, but I will try and remember to link it to this video so you can go and have a look and see what they're all about. And I'm using also these Flourish add-on window pockets, so they look like this. But I'm using white cardstock. That's just my sample there. So these fit with the Esencia SVG album. You don't need these, but you can use those, and there's also some other types of window pockets that you can get. So I'm using those 2 sets of SVG files, and then I'm using this set of printable scrapbook papers called Shabby Roses, and there's 14 here, so there's lots of variety, and you can print out whichever ones you want to use. So all 3 of these are available in my Etsy store, and I'll put the link down below. But let's get on with it. So I'll put this to the side, and I have already cut out a lot of pieces, or the pieces that I need for today. So I'll just grab those, that's these here, and I'll go through my list. So I have a list of all the pieces that I've cut out, not too many today. I'll put this list in the description box as well, so that you don't need to write down what you need. You can just go and have a look. And I'll put this over here and this over here, because that works better for me. So I started off with the base page mat, like I always do. So this L3 mat here, which I've already cut out on my Cricut. And then I have cut out a bunch of these. I've forgotten, it was a couple of days ago. I have cut out 2 of the N2 pockets, and then I have cut out 4 of the mats that go with that, which are N4. So there's 4 of those mats and 2 of those pockets here. They've all been scored already all the way around by my Cricut, and they fit on the page perfectly, so that's nice and easy. So I've got those. Then I've cut out 2 of the O1 pockets and 2 of the O3 mats to go with those. So that's these here. There's these 2 pockets already cut and scored, and the mats to go with them. Then I have cut out 2 of the O2 pockets and 4 of the O2 mats. So that's these 2 O2 pockets and the 4 mats that I'm using today. I'm going with a lot of green today. So that's those. And then out of the Flourish, I have cut out, back here, right back at the start, I have cut out 2 of the O1 pockets and 2 of the O3 mats that go on those, and that's these 2 here. And I have cut the mats out of glitter paper, and I've already attached those mats to here because it takes me a minute. So I use my fine liner with glue in the bottle. I've got something that's stuck to the bottom of that, and I put the fine liner all the way around these little swirly bits, the flourishes, and then I attach my mat. Obviously I'm doing all of that on the back so that you can see through it like so. So I've cut those 2 out, and I've already put the mats on those. And then I've also cut out a belly band. So the belly band is the W1, and then the mat for that is W7, and I've done the same thing with that by already putting the mat on there to save a bit of time. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is just chop some tabs off some things. So let's quickly go through those and decide what we're going to do. So we don't need to do anything to the mat. Got a bit scrunched up in my basket of goodies. Okay, so for these guys, the N2, for both of these, they're going to be flipped. So I'm going to flip them on this long side so I can cut off the short tabs and the long tab on the opposite side. And I'm going to do that for both of those. And then for these two here, the O1s, I'm actually going to cut off all 4 tabs. So I'm just going to put little crosses on there so that I remember which pieces to cut off. Okay, and then for my O2 pockets, which I have 2 of, they're going to be flips as well from the long side. So I'm going to cut off the short tabs and 1 long tab, and the same on this one, the short tabs and 1 long tab. And then on these guys, these are also going to flip from the long side, so I'm going to cut off those tabs there, and these are going to be like little doors hopefully. So does it matter if I have them the same? Maybe I should turn one around. I don't suppose it matters, but I'll cut off that one and that one. So, and I don't need to do anything to that, so I can put all of those little bits to the side. And I'm going to get out my cutting board. So this is the only cutting that I have to do, and this is just because I have left all the tabs on so that I can make use of these pieces any way that I would like. So this could be a really long pocket. In a landscape album, it's like a bottom pocket. Yeah, so lots of different options. So I'm just going to line up the score lines on my cutting board, and I'm hoping my cutting board's going to play nice because it has not been lately. But I changed the little guide thing underneath with a new one. It's also really difficult because I've decided not to do any inking. Look, I nearly cut that one off. See, as soon as I start talking, everything goes out the window. So all I'm doing is lining up that that score line and just trimming off on that score line. And that's my piece all ready to go. So I'm going to go through and do all of those in exactly the same way that I just showed you, and then I'll come back, but I won't take all your time. Just wanted to mention with this O1 piece, we're going to use it to back this little guy here. So this is going to be like a flip, and we want it to be looking nice on this side too. So when I trim this off, on one side I'm going to line up that score line, but then I'm just going to push it over just a tiny fraction, and that's just so it doesn't butt right up against this this fold line here, this score line when we fold it. So I'm just going to go and do all of that, and then I'll be back in a minute. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I have trimmed all of those tabs off the sides of each of my pieces. So that's the trickiest bit out the way. All we need to do is put it all in our album now. So let's open her up and flip it over to the page that we're after. I probably shouldn't have put these little charms in now. It can make it a bit difficult to lay this page flat, but I couldn't help myself. The charms just really set it off, I thought. So just going to have to work around that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take these two N2 pieces, and we are going to have a flip coming from this side, and this one is going to be a flip coming from this side, so it will open up like so. Easy peasy. I might round my corners, so I'm going to do that now with my little corner rounder. I bought this one from AliExpress, I think. And I thought when I bought it, it's not quite what I had in mind, but it works really well. I've made quite a few albums with it. So the glue I'm using is Tiger Grip by Helma. I use that for the construction, and then I just use an acetone based glue for attaching my mats, and this is what's available in Australia, but you use the glue that you like to use. So these are my N2 pieces, and I'm just going to put some glue on those tabs. So the wonderful thing about these is I don't have to do any measuring. The only measuring I ever do is just to find the center of my page if I want to put something down the center. Otherwise, I know that all these pieces fit perfectly. At least they do if I've cut them well. You know, if I've trimmed the tabs off well. But even then, it's not difficult. And I don't have to do any scoring because that's been done for me. So I'm just going to, this will teach me for putting the charms on these pages, and I can't take them off now. Oh, I might be able to take this one off. Maybe I won't try. Okay, anyway, so there's, I'm just going to run my finger down that edge, make sure it's well attached. So there's one. And then I'm going to do the same on with this one. These are nice big sized flips. So I'm going to attach it on this score line here, not right down on the spine. So I'm going to attach it there and try and line it up before my glue grabs. Not always easy. Probably could have done better. A little bit out at the bottom, but we will just have to adjust as we go. Okay, so then I'm going to take the next pieces, which are the O2 pieces, and I'm going to attach those on top of these ones. So I'm going to round these corners as well. And this one. And this one. And I'm going to attach this one to here. Exactly the same. This is a pretty easy page. So, you know, your pages can still look pretty and be easy. Okay, so I'm just going to line that one on top of here and along here. And give it a squash. Would have been so much easier, Katie, if you hadn't already attached those charms. Oh well. That one, and then we're going to do the same on this side with this one. So we're attaching it straight to this flip. So it's like a flip on a flip on a, yeah, you know what I mean. It's pretty flippy. So attach this one on here. I'll put some glue on that tab and then attach this one down on here. Like so. Okay. And then we're going to attach these two Flourish ones on top of those, and these should meet in the middle. Now I might have a problem with that because I think that this side is not well aligned, but I can always trim off anything I need to. So here we go. I'm always nervous when I do this that they're not going to line up in the middle, but we'll do our best. Hey? Okay, so I'm just going to attach this one on here and along here, like so. That looks pretty good on that side. And then this one is going to go on this side. So if I line that up down the middle, how are we looking? Yes, I'm a bit off at this side. So I can choose to either line it up really perfectly along this fold, or I could just, like it's going to be, I don't know if I've lined it up, maybe I didn't line it up as well along the side. I thought I did, but you know, you can never tell these things. It's not bad, and I'm pretty sure I'll be the only one who can tell, so let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Alright, deep breath. Does anybody else get nervous when they're doing things like this, or is it just me? So if I line that up perfectly along here and squash it down, so I don't want to, I'm gonna line it up the way I think it should be and just trim it. I'm thinking. See, it's not very straight at the bottom. Might have to trim a little touch off there. It's way over on here, but that's okay. That's okay. It's my fault for putting those charms in and then making it difficult to attach here. 100% my fault. See how far off it is there? Never mind. So, how are we going? So it's a little bit off in the middle, and then it's a little bit off the other way down here. Let's have a look. Whoop. I'll just grab my pencil and I'm just going to run. Whoop, I'm going to do a really bad job of running along there. I just need to trim that tiny little bit off, which I'm going to do right now. Okay. Whoops, and try not to cut my finger off as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to find my eraser in my little box of tricks beside me, so I can get rid of that pencil mark just there, because that doesn't look very attractive. Okay, so it's a little bit off at the bottom, but you know, you guys can do a much better job of that at home, not on camera, and don't put your charms on. So that's really, I'm just not happy with that at all. Let's see if I can bring that over a little bit. See if I can do a little bit of jiggery pokery. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So the idea is that this will open up, then that will open up, then this will open up, and then this one, then this one, and then this one. So they're going to go alternate sides till we get to the top. Okay, so the only bits we've got to add now are these two guys here, and these are going to go on the back here to cover that up. So we're just going to pop one of those on like so. Might have to trim that one up a little bit as well. Let's start though. Let's leave that till the end. I need to take a deep breath after doing those doors. And we'll go to this center section here. Here. And I have already got my mat ready for that. That's going to be this guy here that I have managed to, so that's going to go on here like so. And then I'm going to pop my belly band down the center. So let's just do that, shall we? Ooh. Bit of glue all the way around there. Pop this down. I'm also a little bit out of whack today because I've got my chair up much higher than usual. It's the only way I can stop it squeaking. I gave it a spray. But anyway, so now I feel really, different. Because my chair's at the wrong angle. And when I tell you I wish I had put those charms on, I'm very, very serious about that because I just can't see a thing. Okay, I'll fix that up in a minute. So now I'm going to put my belly band down the middle, so I'm going to find my centre point. And these pages are 18 centimetres wide, so my centre point is 9 centimetres up there and down there, and 9 centimetres up here. So then I can just pop a bit of glue on these little tabs there and there. And I'm just going to line up where I think is the middle here with the middle up here, and there's our belly band all done. Okay, so then I just need to take all of my mats. So I will go away and mat this one, and then we'll do the doors together once I've matted all of these ones here. Okay, so because we're going to put some magnets in there and that sort of thing. So I'm going to take the mats that I have already cut out, not those ones because we're going to use those ones in a minute, but all of these mats, which I've already shown you, the N4 mats and the O4 mats, and mat these 2 sets of flips. And then when I've done that, I'll come back and we will do these guys here together. Alright, so I'll be back in a moment when I've done that. I like it. I like it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, I am back and I have matted up all of my, I'll just put that to the side. I've matted all of my little flips, as you can see, except for these front ones. So I had a couple of issues, let me tell you. I've got this mark on my paper, and it's because when I put the glue down and then I popped this down on top, for some reason it kind of sucked through some of this print mark, and so it's marked that. So, but what I'll probably do is I'll embellish it, or I'll put a mat on there or something like that. So I won't, and the same thing happened on this side, so I won't panic too much, but just for you to think about, so you don't end up with blobs of print mark from, so this is from here and it's transposed to there. But anyway, I think it's looking good apart from that. So I just wanted to do the doors. So let me give you another tip. Probably don't put anything two-dimensional on your pages before you've finished your album, because it's really made life difficult trying to line these up. It normally wouldn't be such a problem, but it's because I have got this bulky page already. But, you know, such is life. So we have these two 01 pieces left, and they are going to go on the back here. And then we've got the mats for those as well to finish that off. And I think we can probably do it to this page straight away, this side straight away. So let's do that. So I'm just going to put some glue on here, and if they don't match up too well, because I did have to trim them out a little bit, I think I might want to use this glue actually. I can just trim them again. And as I say, if you're working on a flatter page, you probably won't have so much of an issue. I've used so much glue. Oh dear. Try and spread it around a bit. Okay. I'm just going to put this on here. So I'm going to line it up with my fold line here. And see if it will fold over okay. Yep, okay. I'm going to stick it down. I hope I'm in frame. I'm going to stick it down like so. It would be so much easier without that dimension, but never mind. I gotta stop going on about it. Okay, so it is poking out a little bit, so I probably need to go around and trim those edges up, but I can do that later. You don't have to watch me panic about that. So then I cut this little piece out here from Cricut Design Space, from Cricut Access. So I just searched label and I came across this, and it was 2 pieces. So I cut one out of cardstock, and then I've cut 2 out of my paper, just some little paper scraps. So I thought this guy could go on the front and this would go on the back, so that when you opened it like so, it would still be matted on this side as well. So, but what I want to do is also put a magnet on the back of this that will then attach to this door. I hope I'm making sense. So anyway, I'm going to stick this mat down on here, but I'm only going to stick it halfway on, so that I can slide my whatchamacallit, my magnet. I'm not making any sense. There's probably an easier way to do this as well, but this is all I can think of now. I'm flummoxed by the by the doors. I'm just going to find the halfway mark here, so I know to put glue on just half of it, like so. Got some gluey strings, and I pop this on here. Oh, it's not very well lined up, Katie. That's the story of my day. Nothing's lined up very well. I've got glue coming out the edges. Doesn't matter because it's going to attach to our door. So then that side that's got the glue on, I'm going to attach to the door. I'll just lay it like so. So then I might find the halfway point on this side as well, which was there, and there. That should help us a little bit with the lining up. Okay, so that's that section there. I'm going to stick that down to my door, and I think I might just decide that it's going to go about there like that. So I'm going to put some glue on this side here. Really want to put a scrap of paper underneath it. I'll just put that there. Okay. So then I think it's going to go here and like so, about like that. That looks about right. Let's stick it down. Like so. So then it'll close up like that. So I'm going to put a magnet here on this back side where we've left it open for a magnet. So where are my magnets at? I got them out. Oh, here they are. So I'm thinking I will just pop it pretty close to the actual door. I'll slide that one in there like that. And then how I'm going to figure out where it's going to go on this side, I don't know. Put my other magnet here. I'm going to get the polarity right. Okay, so it needs to go under here. Whoop. There's a magnet on the other side that's messing it around. That would just be typical, wouldn't it? So if I just slide, stop it. Is that gonna stick? You know, I really can't tell for the life of me. I think I should have done it the other way around. I should have put this magnet on here first. Let me just, I'll just take a guess and we'll see what happens, hey? No, it needs to come up more. Move this hook out. There, that's got it. Just a little messing around, but we got it. Okay, so that's where our magnet needs to live there. So we can seal this one up. Now, I am sure, 100% positive that I should have done that the other way around. So, this is another one of those doing it wrong, and this mat has moved under here as well, which is really annoying. Okay, so then that closes up like that. Okay, so then we can pop this on top and glue that on. Let's do that. And it's going to go that way up. Okay, good. Okay, so then we just need to pop the mats on each one of these. So I can put this one on here now. Now that we've put that magnet down. Oh, what a lot of messing around. Don't look at how I do things, just look at how you can use the pieces, because I'm feeling really like I'm leading you astray. But make sure that's stuck down pretty well. Okay, so I just need to trim that a little bit there as well. And this one I have to trim there as well. But I won't worry about that for now. So there we go. So then we just need to put the mats on. So I'm humming and hawing about whether to corner the, round the corners. I think I might. So I do need to sort of trim that up now. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave this video here because you know exactly how I'm going to finish this up now. And this just feels like it's been a debacle from start to finish. But there's this page, the little doors. I think they look cute. So I'm just going to round these corners, trim up this little bit here that I've messed up, and put the mats on here, and then we're done. So then it flips out this way and this way and this way and this way, and of course I'll do a flip through at the end so that you know you'll be able to see it once it's all finished, but you know you get the idea. So I'll put this little list of all the pieces that I've used in the description box so that you know if you want to make this page, then you can use these pieces to do that and you won't need to write it down or remember it. And the Flourish add-on window pockets, the Esencia SVG files, and the paper that I use, the Shabby Roses, are all on my Etsy store. So the link's in the description box, so feel free to go over and check it out. Otherwise, thank you for persevering through another Faulty Towers page layout. I feel like it's coming together really nicely, but I feel like I'm not flowing very well with putting the pages together, so maybe the next one will be better. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Thanks very much for sticking around. Would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel so you can laugh at me if you haven't already subscribed. Otherwise, I hope that you come back and check out the next page in this album and any of the other projects that I'm doing. So thanks very much for your time today, guys, and bye for now. Bye.